Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 5th grade concept of multiplying decimals. This is standard 5.3e in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 17 off the 2017 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So Mia has a dog, weighs 32.6 or 32 6/10 pounds. Letty's dog weighs 3.8 or 3 8/10 times as much as Mia's dog, so we need to find the weight of Letty's dog. And they give you the operation right here. So we're comparing these two. We've got 32.6 and something is 33.8 times as much. 32.6 times 3.8. Pretty straightforward. Now here's a few things about multiplying decimals. Even though in this case the decimals lined up like you would for addition and subtraction, they don't have to. When we multiply decimals, we actually ignore the decimals until the very end. But you know what? Let's do something. Let's see if we can round these and see if we can get an estimate. I noticed about my answer selections that they're not really close to each other. 36, 12, 96, 123. So I bet an estimate will get us pretty close. And I'm going to round to the nearest ones place, to the nearest whole number. So 6 is going to make that 32 go up. So 32.6 is closest to 33 rather than 32. Same thing with this 3.8. That 8 is going to make that 3 move up to 4. So it's really about 33 times 4. Now I rounded both of those up, so my estimate's going to end up being a little bit too high. But let's just see what happens when we do this. 4 times 3, that's going to be 12. Carry the 1, 4 times 3, 12. Add that 1, 132. So I made this a little bit bigger than I needed to. I'm thinking it's probably going to be that. It's not super close, but that's the closest one we have. So let's see. When we multiply decimals, like I said, we ignore the decimals. We pretend that they're not there. We bring them back in at the very end. So really, we're going to treat this like 326 times 38. We're going to multiply like the decimals don't even exist. So we're going to start with 8 times 6. That's 48. 8 times 2 is 16. Bring that 4 back in. It's 20. And 8 times 3 is 24. Add that 2 back in is 26. So my first row is 2608. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. And we are going to pretend like those decimals are not even there. Second row. Bring that 0 in. And then let's multiply like normal. 3 times 6 is 18. So we're going to carry that 1. 3 times 2 is 6. We're going to add that 1 back in. So we're looking at 7. And then 3 times 3 is 9. So here are my two rows. Just like regular multiplication, we are going to go ahead and add them. So let's see. 8 and 0 is 8. 8 and 0 is 8. And that's good because I do see some 88s sitting up there. 9 and 6 is going to be 13. Let's see. 1 and 9 is 10. That's going to be... Let's see, wow. It looks like 12,388. So if I don't know what to do with my decimals, take a look. I've got two choices right here. My digits are correct for both B and D. They're both 12388, 12388. The question is, where does that decimal go? Well, first, if we didn't know where the decimal went, think about what our estimate has already done for us. So our estimate has already clued us in. 123 and 88 hundredths is a lot closer to this 132 than 12 and 388 thousandths. But let's talk about these digits behind the decimal. So this is what we do with decimals when we are multiplying them. We ignore them until the very end. Let's count how many digits we have behind the decimal in our factors. So we've got one here, we've got one here. 2 digits behind the decimal in the factor, which means we need 2 digits behind the decimal in our product. That's how it works. Bring the decimal in twice. Our answer is D, 123.88.